Why do you keep saying tomorrow? Tomorrow I'll start the workout. Tomorrow I'll apply for the job. Tomorrow I'll work on the business. Tomorrow I'll finally get my life together. And every time you say it, it feels reasonable. Because tomorrow feels close. Tomorrow feels possible. Tomorrow feels responsible. But here's the problem. Tomorrow is where dreams go to hide. Because tomorrow never actually arrives. When tomorrow gets here, it has a new name. Tomorrow. And that's how people spend years waiting for a life they could have started today. Lesson 1. The lie of future you. Most people think they're procrastinating because they're lazy. They're not. They're procrastinating because they're optimistic. Stay with me. Every time you delay something important, you're making a bet. A bet that future you will somehow be better than present you. Future you will have more energy, more discipline, more confidence, more motivation, more time. But why? Why would future you suddenly become a different person? If you're avoiding it today, there's a good chance you'll avoid it tomorrow too. The uncomfortable truth is this. Future you isn't coming to save you. It's still you, just older, still sitting in the same chair, still making the same excuses, still waiting for another tomorrow. Lesson 2. The comfort trap. The reason tomorrow feels so attractive is because it costs nothing. Starting today has a cost. It requires effort, discomfort, uncertainty, possibly failure. But saying you'll do it tomorrow, that's free. You get all the emotional satisfaction of planning, without any of the risk of action. And that's dangerous, because eventually you become addicted to planning. You start confusing preparation with progress. Research becomes progress. Thinking becomes progress. Watching videos becomes progress. I know because I've done it. I've spent entire afternoons convincing myself I was being productive, when really I was just organizing my future success instead of building it. The truth? A perfect plan that never starts is worthless. A messy start beats a perfect plan every time. Lesson 3. Why action creates motivation. Most people believe motivation comes first. It doesn't. Action comes first. Think about the last time you didn't want to do something. A workout, cleaning, a project. You probably felt resistance before you started. But once you got moving, something changed. The hardest part wasn't doing the thing. The hardest part was starting. Motivation isn't usually the cause of action. It's the result of action. You don't feel motivated and then begin. You begin, and then motivation catches up. That's why waiting to feel ready doesn't work, because readiness is often created after the first step, not before it. Lesson 4. The cost of waiting. Here's what nobody talks about. Waiting feels harmless, but it isn't. Every day you delay something important. You're paying a price, not in money, in momentum, confidence, trust in yourself. Because every time you say you're going to do something and don't, you teach yourself a lesson. You teach yourself that your word doesn't matter, that your goals aren't urgent, that your dreams can wait. And eventually, you stop believing yourself. That's why procrastination isn't really a productivity problem, it's a self-trust problem. Lesson 5. The question that changes everything. So instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask something better. What happens if I never start? Because that's the real risk. Most people spend their lives trying to avoid failure and accidentally create regret instead. Not because they weren't talented, not because they weren't capable, because they kept waiting, waiting for confidence, waiting for certainty, waiting for permission, waiting for tomorrow. Closing. The life you want probably isn't on the other side of some magical future version of yourself. It's on the other side of a decision, a small one, a simple one. The decision to start before you feel ready. Because the truth is, you'll probably never feel completely ready. Nobody does. The people you admire, they weren't ready. They started anyway. So here's the question. What have you been putting off until tomorrow? And how much longer are you willing to wait? Because tomorrow isn't a strategy, it's a delay. And the best time to start was yesterday. If this video resonated with you, there's another video on screen right now that'll help you go even deeper. And if you're trying to think clearer, stay consistent, and stop feeling stuck, subscribe to The Clear Choice. Clear mind, clear direction. I'll see you in the next one.